Hello, my name is Adam Kahn, and I'm the Rational Investor. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Tuesday, April 18th. Sitting here in sunny Las Vegas enjoying my day, and I want to talk about what I keep talking about, which is the markets look great. Now, I'm going to say real quick the usual disclaimer: not a financial planner. You guys need to make your own decisions about any financial decisions you make. Use my information for entertainment purposes. I'm just sharing the information I've learned over the years and giving you my opinion, which maybe that's worth nothing, maybe it's worth something, but really reach out to your advisors for those decisions. Now, that being said, as far as I see, the markets are doing well. There's a lot of nervousness out there. I keep seeing companies beat earning and everybody waiting for the other shoe to drop, that they're going to miss this opportunity. When people are scared and not in the market is when you want to be getting in the markets. Even today, Intuitive Surgical reported they're up $20 or something after the close, pushing up to close to 300. I'm seeing it go on with more and more companies, and I want to talk about like the main thing that people are nervous about, which is the inflation. Well, as the inflation goes through the economy, now these companies are able to charge more and have better margins for their products. I went to Starbucks the other day and they charged me $4.75 for a regular but a large one, but meaning regular like nothing special coffee. I've been going to Starbucks for a while, and for a time, I actually started thinking, geez, they're really reasonably priced. When I would get a large coffee, and it would run high $2, maybe $3. When it was $4.75 the other day, I kind of thought, geez, they're getting expensive again. At the same time, they're plenty busy, and most people don't think about it as being that expensive because they're used to the inflation and they're dealing with it. They're almost accepting it as that's the norm. Well, that means the company's margins are better. Their prices have gone up, and people are accepting the pass through of those higher prices. I get the Feds raising rates and everything else, but if you think about that logically across the board, not just out of anybody's, like if we individualize it and start getting frustrated that things are expensive and get out of that thought process and recognize, boy, if they're charging more for potato chips, and if they're charging more for bread, and they're charging more for cars and pizza and this and that and the other, well, the profits are better. So when the earnings come in and everybody keeps getting surprised, waiting for the other shoe to drop because there's going to be this big collapse, I think they're going to miss out. I really do. If you're Amazon and you sell all different products across the board and they're getting more expensive, and you charge fees based on that, well, you're making more. If Facebook's ever able to push through higher prices as at the same time that they're cutting staff, or when you go to a hotel, you come visit Las Vegas and you go to the Wynn or one of the MGM properties or one of the Harrah's properties, and the hotel rates are more than you expected, as well as the restaurants, as well as the shopping. Don't you think that that helps their profits? Because as much as people are complaining, it's not like they're not out there buying stuff still. Maybe they've made a decision to cut back here or there, but they're still out shopping. And everywhere I go, it's busy. Go to a Costco on the weekend. And of course, I'm picking the weekend and I'm talking about Costco. But my God, it's mobbed. And the prices are up substantially from where they are. Well, that tells me their margins are better because even if on a percentage their costs went up 10%, so they raised their prices 10%, well, their prices already had margins set in. So if it costs them $1 and now it costs $1.10, and they were selling something for $2 and now they sell it for $2.20, well, they're making an extra 20 cents or 10 cents versus the dollar they were making before. That helps their earnings. Then if they're able to cut staff back and make things more streamlined and save on that end as well, these companies are going to continue to crush it and they're going to continue to grow. On top of all of that, they've set the expectations so low that all they have to do is do okay for the stocks to continue to grow. Now, we've had a huge beginning of the year, and we've had a huge week or two the past few weeks. I don't know that maybe we have a small pullback, but the longer term trend seems to be higher for me. And what I think is when people are tight on money and things are costing more and everybody's complaining and nobody wants to invest in the market, we'll see the market continue to go up, and probably for a few years, until people kind of get reestablished to think, gee, the market's just going to go higher. When that happens, that's when you want to be reversing and doing the opposite. But at least for now, I don't see anything changing for a long time. And I would ignore all the noise about the Fed needing to hold rates higher for longer, which they're likely to do, and hopefully it lasts a long time while these markets continue to rally. I'm watching the housing market, and it's super strong, while everybody's talking about some big correction coming that I just don't see coming. And the thing is, even if the correction comes, the affordability is going to continue to be tougher. So while people are talking everybody out of getting into things, I don't care if the actual price of the house is a little bit lower, the monthly payment will end up being higher and the real costs are going to be more. And if that correction comes that all the gloom and doomers are talking about, my God, nobody's going to be prepared for that type of depression from the 1920s type of thing. If that's what you're betting on, then go buy a ton of gold, sell your house, sell everything, crawl up into a tent and hide for the next 5 years. But I just don't want to live my life like that. And I would rather bet that that day's not coming and continue to grow and save and invest. Having cash on the sidelines too while there's this big inflation, it's a huge mistake. The inflation's going to outperform the cash. And as I'm watching everybody pile money into CDs and treasuries and everything else, generally when everybody's piling into something, that's the wrong time to be doing it. I'll take my chances with stocks and real estates for now, and I'll look at getting into that stuff at another time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I bought some CDs when it was around 5%, and I'm fine with that. But when they come due, I plan to put that money back into the markets. Anyway, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, check in, make a comment. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later, tomorrow or the next day.